Pat, well, first of all, we want to say thanks for the hospitality that our football team has received from this bowl committee and how things are done. I know a lot of times people say that we may have too many bowls, and I just don't see it that way. Our players had a phenomenal experience here. So I want to say thanks and for the invitation, and it was great competition against Central Michigan. I also want to say thanks to Josh Allen. You know, I know in today's world where every athlete's making all kinds of different decisions as far as playing in their bowl game, Josh has made a decision to play his final game, and we applaud him for that. I think those are some good things that are going on within college football. And so I can tell you this, if there's any NFL team that's looking for a competitor out there, you're not going to find anybody more competitive and more team-oriented than Josh Allen. And so I want to say thanks to him. It was a great win for us, and it's going to put our program in a different position as we move forward. So, questions? Yes, right there. You're up.
Josh, I know we've asked you a dozen times about the NFL. Was that kind of the ideal setting for you to get to announce it there with, you know, coming off a bowl win and in front of your team like that?
Yeah, I mean, it was a good way to announce it. I was hoping to kind of wait off and at least spend a day or two thinking about it. But I think the players, the teammates knew, and they were chanting "Do it." So had to go with what they were saying, of course.
You know what, I want to step in here, though, too. Josh and I sat down and talked last year, and, you know, he graduated, did all the things that we asked him to do. Certainly, this was planned out on our part, and I thought he played great today.
Josh, exactly when did you make the decision?
You want to answer? I mean, this is kind of the idea about it the whole time. Was coming back from another year and trusting what Coach Bohl was doing, learning some more, you know, things on the offensive side of the football. So I mean, it was kind of, I wouldn't say it was pre-planned before the season, but I had a pretty good feeling. I think Coach had a pretty good feeling what we were going to do coming into this year. So yeah, that answers your question, I think.
Josh, you got off to a great start. I know the first series was not much, but then just, you know, your defense gave you field position, and then just how did you feel when you just start, you know, after the first completion, and then it's like 6 or 7 straight completions? Just how did it feel to be back out there?
It felt great, and sitting out for, you know, those 2 games killed me inside. I just want to be on the field with my teammates and my brothers, and you know, I got to commend the defensive side of the ball because they did a fantastic job of getting the ball back. A few times they were even in their own, you know, red zone. We came up with a few big plays. Carl Granderson with the long scoop and score. You know, that kind of sealed the game. And, you know, trusting our defense and understanding to take care of the football and not turning it over, that we're going to be put in good position because of what they're doing on that side.
Well, Carl, you finally got your touchdown there. I guess what's going through your mind when you scooped that ball up?
Man, a whole lot. I was just thinking I had to get through the end zone this time. So I looked at the scoreboard and I see the big screen and nobody was around me, so I just had to take it to the house.
For Carl or Yo, I mean, you guys have played great defense all season. I know a lot was made that, you know, Central Michigan led the country in turnovers. You were right behind them, but was that a big motivation? I mean, 7 turnovers today, a bowl record, ties a school record. Was it even more motivated to show what you guys could do defensively, even though you've been showing it all season long?
First off, I like to thank my defense. You know, we've been working all year, and at practice, you know, we just was trying to recover our bodies. And all season, we just been doing good on defense. You know, working with Yo-Yo, it's a blessing. You know, you don't get too many D tackles like him. So we just like to go out there and work as a team on defense.
Yeah, kind of like I want to piggyback on Carl. This defense is special. All of us, we all do our jobs, and we do it exceptionally well. And as you can see, the result that we're successful. We're getting turnovers on Central Michigan, having more turnovers than us. I think we did kind of want to get that. So, you know, having like, how much did we get? 8? I don't know. Not too shabby, you know what I mean? So, Carl getting the touchdown with it also. This man is great. He's also he's one of the best guys, hardest worker I've ever worked with. It's also a blessing to be right there next to him. You know, we always, if you really see it, me and Carl always talk. We're like, all right, what are we gonna do now here, Carl? So it's really enjoyable and it's really fun.
For Carl or Youhanna, I mean, what did it mean for you that Josh did, want to get back for this game? I mean, even if he hadn't been hurt, obviously, there's some NFL prospects who've chosen not to play in their bowl games. Just what did it mean to you guys that he was out there today?
We were glad, because I knew Josh was gonna play no matter what. That's the kind of person he is. He loves his team. He wants to get that last win before he left. So I knew he was gonna play. So
it's a blessing, to have him back. We was just hoping he played this game. We really needed him. He's a big part of the team for our defense as well. Take up time off the clock and just give us time to rest. So it was a blessing to have him back.
Coach, have you ever been involved in a game where either team has 8 turnovers?
I have not. We've been really productive as far as takeaways, but today was exceptional. A lot of the guys were stripping the ball and going after the football, and it had a huge effect. And this team has been pretty remarkable as far as creating takeaways, but today capped it off.
Coach, you alluded to it out there a little bit, but last year you guys came very close to a couple of trophies, didn't get it done. You walk away with a trophy today. And what's this do for your program as you're building this thing?
Well, we set a goal to return Cowboy football back to national prominence, and this is one of the other steps. You want to come in not just to get in a bowl game. This is the first time we've been to back-to-back bowl games in 30 years. But to get in one, we really preached to our football team, we got to figure out a way to win one. And Central Michigan's an excellent program. They've won a lot of football games, and to beat a really solid program like this convincingly, it's going to put us in good position for next year.
Coach, looking ahead to next season, what do you see as kind of the key areas? I mean, obviously, Josh's departure.
I was just going to say it right here, you cannot, I'm an old defensive coordinator, and when you have somebody as talented as what Josh is, it really stresses defenses. And so that's obviously going to be the big replacement. We do have a lot of really key defensive players coming back, and these 2 guys down to my left, along with a whole bunch of other ones. So we're going to rely on that. We'll leverage that defense, and then we've got to make some progress, with our quarterback and running game and a whole lot of things.
I guess just injury-wise, real quick, do you have any update on CJ or anything else that came from?
Yeah, they're going to do an MRI. The initial feedback I got was a torn ACL. But, as you know, I've mentioned a couple things before and come back on Monday and said it's not as bad. But it's pretty serious, which is unfortunate for him. I know this, so he was out there yelling and screaming and excited for our football team. And many times guys feel sorry for himself, and he wasn't that way at all.
So for either of the defensive guys, you guys were in the mosh pit yelling at him to declare. What was going on down from your guys' perspective as he was up on stage?
Me personally, I was low-key mad. He got the trophy. As a whole defense, we wanted it, but I still love Josh. He still deserves it. I love him, man.
Love you too.
Anything else? Thanks so much, and it was a great experience. We'll say thanks to the whole committee.
Go Pokes.
John, can you stand here for